All right, let's get more reaction now. We can speak to the ANC spokesperson Pule Mabe. Pule, hoping you can hear me. You're live on air now. Let's get your reaction to these decisions from the president. We're remaining in level 3, adjusted, of course, slightly. You're satisfied?
Yes, of course, yes, we are satisfied with the pronouncement made by the president. To the extent that it shows that the government of the people of South Africa is acting to save lives. We should understand that these are not easy times. The kind of infections that we have had from the 1st of January to date, which are well over 100,000, are quite a worry. The number of death cases that we've also had are also a concern. The fact that our government, as part of the strategy that they are rolling out, they are also calling on our people to be able to cooperate with government to make sure that we act in unison to find a long-lasting solution on how we deal with this pandemic. The president also went on to take the people of South Africa into his own confidence on how they are going to be rolling out the vaccine. Start prioritizing first your frontline workers. It goes to show that our government is paying attention on that which needs to be done. But also the kind of updates that they've been giving to the people of this country on a regular basis. Every time when they are making interventions, they ensure that they walk that path together with the people. Because under these conditions now, there is a lot of conspiracy flying around. So you need government to drive what is known as proactive communications so that citizens are not misinformed by doubting Thomases whose only claim to fame is to undermine everything else that government is trying to do. This is not the time to try and grandstand and all of that. What we now need is to make sure that our people work together with government to be able to ensure that the measures that they are outlining are really in sync with the sort of things that need to be achieved going forward.
Well, when you speak of that messaging, sorry to interrupt you there, we have yet to see from the government a mass rollout, grassroots level commitment to a messaging campaign to deal specifically with vaccine hesitancy. Are we going to see that in the coming days? It's going to take a while before we see vaccines rolled out. We need public buy-in for that to be effective.
Well, that is what we have been emphasizing ourselves in the African National Congress, that government needs to communicate more often about its own efforts. It needs to make sure that people understand how a number of these undertakings are going to be executed and operationalized so that there is no panic out there in the public. One hopes that there's going to be much more effective communications going forward. Each and every step that government is taking, people are going to be taken into confidence so that they know. People must be able to predict the efforts of government going forward, and they must also be able to know when what is going to be happening.
All right, thank you so much for your time. ANC spokesperson Pule Mabe.